That's a terrific question. Okay, so that's actually one of the cooler things that ForNAV does pretty easily, and it works a little bit better in my opinion than it did in the older versions of NAV. So let's work with our PO test report. So I'm going to go ahead and run this. And I'm going to allow it to go into the designer, and I'm going to run it unfiltered. There's only like 20 or 30 POs in the system, so this won't take too long. So how can we do barcodes? This is probably not an excellent real world example. I see barcodes used a lot more on like picking lists, warehouse labels, things of that nature, but there is a way that we can incorporate barcodes into a purchase order list. Let's say that the request is we want to have a barcode on the purchase order right underneath the item number. So what I can do is I can go ahead and play with the formatting here a little bit. And then what we'll do is we'll go ahead and drag this section down just a tiny bit, and maybe a little bit more. Okay, so how can we put a barcode on here? You'll notice over in my toolbox here, I've actually got a barcode option. What I can do is I can grab that guy, and we'll just go ahead and stick him right underneath here. I'm going to make him pretty big. Obviously, we'd want to play with the formatting a bit to make this match what we'd actually want it to look like. So there is the actual barcode control. So the next step for me would be to figure out what is this barcode going to display? What's going to be the data driving the barcode? And to do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here and under symbology, actually, let's get to that in a second. Let's choose the source expression. I already know that this is item number. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab his source expression, and I'm going to come over here to my barcode, and under properties for source expression, I'm going to stick that guy right in here. So that saved me a bunch of time because now I didn't have to go searching out through the field list to find item number. The next thing I'm going to do is I can define my barcode font. Now code 128 is totally fine, but there are a whole list of fonts that you can use here, and you can install more if you want. Code 3 of 9 is one that I find is used pretty frequently, and so I'll go ahead and use that one for this example. I'm going to go ahead and save. And then I'm going to preview the report, and let's see what we get. So there you can see that your barcode has been placed right underneath the item number. You'll also see down here that it actually prints the item number text. It does that by default. If I can bump that up visibly, you should be able to see that a little bit better. So it actually prints the item number underneath the barcode as well. That's also a configurable option, and I can fix that by clicking on my barcode, changing show text to false, no, and then re-previewing my report. And what I should see, I'll go ahead and drop that back down to a normal size. Now I have my barcodes associated with the report. And regardless of what scenario you want to use barcodes for, that is quite frankly as simple as it gets. You basically add the barcode font to the report. So I add the control, and then I add its source expression, and then I add any formatting. I change the barcode font to whatever it is I want, and then I tweak whether I want to show the text at the bottom, and that's pretty much all it comes down to. At that point, I would just save the report, and we'll just go ahead and save it like that, and then I would exit out of here, and now the next time somebody runs this report from the system, they're going to have that barcode. I hope that answers that question.